What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As we know, the board meeting happened at the Village of Dalton, and for the last two board meetings, there was a person that was not available, and that was because of some allegations leveraged against one of the people. Who was the person? Let's find out.
More controversy in Dalton. This time it involves a well-known activist.
Tonight, our Dane Placco off the top with the bombshell details in a brand new lawsuit.
Andrew Holmes has been a familiar face in Chicago for years, well known for his work as a community activist helping crime victims and police. But now Holmes is being accused of a crime himself, sexual assault, in a civil lawsuit filed by a former employee of the Village of Dalton and a Dalton police officer. In addition to his work as a community activist, Holmes serves as a trustee for the Village of Dalton. The civil lawsuit against the Village of Dalton, Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard, and Holmes himself alleges that Holmes sexually assaulted a Dalton Village employee, who we're not naming because of the nature of the alleged crime, while on a village business trip to Las Vegas in May of 2023. According to the lawsuit, the employee had drinks with Holmes, whom she thought of as an uncle, began to feel disoriented, then passed out in Holmes' hotel room. The lawsuit alleges Holmes then called Dalton police officer Byron Miles, who was on the trip as part of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's security detail. According to the lawsuit, quote, Holmes began describing a host of his exploits from the trip, many of a sexual nature, to Officer Miles.
That's right, Andrew Holmes. And Andrew Holmes did not come to the board meetings, largely for fear of his own safety and what was alleged against him. Then we found out this.
He is a well-known Chicago activist, known for his work at crime scenes and helping grieving families. But now Andrew Holmes is out of a job. The nonprofit he worked for says he's been terminated amid a lawsuit and allegations that he assaulted a former co-worker. Holmes also serves as a trustee in the Village of Dalton. NBC5's Regina Waldrop with tonight's story.
Andrew Holmes started declining career. He got fired from his nonprofits. And then a slew of pictures came out, courtesy of Jedediah Brown. He looked really, really bad in comparison to how he used to look. And I was curious to see if any of the residents were going to confront him. And in fact, there were three that did confront him. I want to play those clips and I want to come back.
And Andrew, oh my God, you look horrible. You look like you're dying. You really do. But like I said.
Now, I advise everybody to come to 145 46 Shepherd Drive. And you look at this property. Now, would you want to live next to this? Mayor, where you live at? Mr. Freeman, where you live at? Mr. Brown, Mr. Holmes. Well, we know where you're going to live at.
Go ahead.
Greetings to all the law-abiding citizens who just happen to be surrounded by the police force for reasons that we haven't been able to figure out. I'd also like to welcome a certain trustee we haven't seen in a few weeks actually, because of various escapades in Las Vegas.
So guys, as you can see there, one lady just says out the blue, just from the gate, you look bad, you look terrible. You look you're about to die. The other brother, who was more concerned about a rental property or a property that's an eyesore next to him, tells him, look, he know where he gonna end up at. Like in jail. Then also, the older brother that's around the 70s also takes a shot at Andrew Holmes. And I just want to know, Andrew Holmes, like mentally, how do you handle all of that? Like, just think about this. You already lost your job. You're a trustee. You're no longer that same guy that got all this respect in the community because nobody trusts you. Everybody believes that you're shady, you do things to women. Was it worth being in a friendship with somebody who's corrupt and now you've lost a lot of your good name behind her? Was it worth it, Mr. Holmes? Do you feel justified in your decision about collaborating with Henyard? And that is the thing that, a lot of us in life have to make sure. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we will always have opportunities in life by doing something that would benefit you right away. But you know what? It's not going to help you. No, it won't help you. That's the thing. Because everything that glitters is not gold. And what happens is we find ourselves trying to get to an easier path, and nothing in life that's worth anything come easy. You got to fight for it. And I urge all of my listeners that you can sometimes be dealing with somebody because it makes you money, but you could also deal with somebody that makes you money, but they take you down the wrong path. And when the shit hits the fan, they're not going to be there to protect you because they're going to fall too. We should always be worried about keeping our name good as people. As people, we should always want to keep our name good. We should want that. We should desire that. We should want to live and have an excellent reputation. That's what we should strive for as people, as individuals in this old, cold world of ours. And I believe if we can do so, if we can do that, it saves us the embarrassment. Because what is the use of doing all of that work, Andrew Holmes, for all of that time, for, being known for being an activist, and then you get this allegation, which you shouldn't have been there in the first place, to lose your soul. That's why the Bible say, what does it profit for a man to get everything and to lose his soul? That's all we've seen with Andrew Holmes. This is a man that has profited everything only to lose his reputation. And for some of us as men, I'm gonna tell you, you worked all your life. I mean, to get to where I'm at today, I have worked since I was 14 in some capacity to have the opportunities I have right now at 43. Now, we can say it could have been an easier path. Yes, I made some mistakes. I set myself back. But ultimately, it's the work that I'm doing now, that I'm benefiting from now, that I started 28 years ago. I'll be damned if I just give it up because, I want to just do whatever he's alleged of, which is taking things from women, at the same time being associated with somebody who I know is doing the wrong thing. And you gotta know that Tiffany Henyard is into the wrong thing. You have to know that. But because it benefits you, and to be honest, he shouldn't even be in Dalton. That man shouldn't be in no Dalton. That man don't live there. He don't. But again, when you want to do anything that don't make sense, here you are making yourself like an asshole. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with an episode of Celebrity Junk. Put your fire. You just heard the bell. We're out.